Soup kitchens and bread lines, shanty towns and wide-scale despair. America's last Great Depression left a legacy of painful imagery, powerful reminders of what can happen when an economy careens out of control.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Question is, in a new era of sophisticated financial controls, could it happen again? Our partners at Rasmussen sought to gauge the nation's confidence by asking Americans how likely it is that the United States will sink into a depression similar to 1929. In a staggering indication of plummeting confidence, more than a third, 38%, answered a depression is at least somewhat likely.
We have some very similar events that are occurring. We have an extensive amount of bad credit going on.
Money manager Lance Roberts says there's genuine reason for concern, but cautions sharply against panic. That said, he believes the current credit crisis, sparked by the meltdown of subprime mortgage securities, poses a real threat of igniting a chain reaction.
Every single major financial run-up and bust can be directly linked back to loose money terms.
With devastating losses prompting paralyzing remorse and little lending, the Federal Reserve hopes to minimize damage by giving banks plenty of money to distribute at discount rates. Experts warn it may not be enough.
But the next financial crisis is almost certainly going to be a credit card crisis.
And that could effectively break the plate of millions of American households who've grown accustomed to filling their budget gap with easy credit.
The majority of purchases now made on MasterCard are not for discretionary items like, a flat screen television or the new Wii. It was for food and gas. People are having to charge more of their everyday living expenses on their credit card because they can't pay for it today in cash.
Both Roberts and Smith strongly suggest the era of Americans living well beyond their means will likely soon be over. Just how successfully the nation tightens its belt could play a huge role in limiting the degree of collective financial despair. Greg Grugan, Fox 26 News.